We is Bizak. What it is, it's your boy LB back. That's right. Pardon the hold up. Had to charge up my phone. I still got to charge it up. Hold on one second. That's right. No interruptions. You know how these phones do you. Salute, salute. It's your boy Burley. We is Bizak. We fixed my chains. They all tied up. Smash that like button as you come in the room. Smash that like button. Nothing but condolences to the family of the rapper Trouble out here in the land that was killed. I was about to say out there in the land like I ain't out here. Carmen G, would it be? Would it be? We're gonna talk about it. It ain't gonna happen to me. You know, that's a man's delusion. You know that you somehow are outside the spectrum of things that can happen. And that's what happened to that young man, Trouble. And we're going to talk about that phenomenon because it relates back to what Mr. Burley has always been teaching about the idea of defense, people. It connects. It coincides. It runs together. Smash that like button. As you step in the room, just hit that like button. It ain't going to hit you back. Go on and press it. It ain't going to press up on you. You got to press the like button. That's what you got to do. We're going to give it up to 5 minutes before we start cooking. You know how we do. You know how YouTube does it. Don't really put our notifications out there, so we got to give it a little time for the notification can go out. So we can get the chat gang up in here. We can get the people with the wrenches, Mars Mathematics, Dink the Professor, you know, to watch the chat. Of course, we got our coffee. We got our initial stick. The stick is brought to us by the weed strain apples and bananas. I don't know if y'all had that apples and bananas weed strain yet, but I'm going to tell you, it's bananas. That's right. The apple and bananas is bananas. It's good stuff. So we got the apple and bananas in the stick. Of course, we got our coffee. If you ain't got your coffee yet, hurry up and brew you a cup. You know what I'm saying? I may have to stick mine in the microwave because it's getting kind of coolish. I like my coffee hot. I don't know about anybody else. I'm not really a big fan of cold coffee. You know, the iced coffee. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I just ain't a fan of it. I'd rather drink some water. If I need something cool, I'm going to drink some water. Gatorade. And when it comes to that coffee, it got to be hot. It got to be spicy. I need my coffee on spice time. Need it on spice time. That's right. So I'm just going to warm mine up while we let that 5 minutes roll past before we jump into our target. Jump into our conversation, I should say. 10 people in the room, I appreciate you. Everybody in the chat that's stopping by. I've been gone for a minute, running around. But I also want to introduce you to some things I've been doing right here. We got these coming. The 52 block t-shirts. Hold on. We got another one. Let me go get the other one. That's not the one I even wanted. That's right, my peoples. And we got this one. The sleep sleep. That's right, we got the sleep sleep. We got the skull and bones on the back. That's right, sleep sleep. We got the sleep sleep t-shirts coming. It's just some of the prototypes. They're gonna get better. All right, we'll give one more minute to the people to get the notifications, and we going in. Going in. We gotta talk on this subject. To all my warriors, this is an era that you must try your best not to miss. The era that this young rapper, Trouble made, we're gonna talk about it. 30-something seconds left. And you sip some coffee to wet the palate. Oh yeah, the palate is wet. I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dive right into this. 9 seconds left. 8. Get them notifications out. Share the video. Help get this video out. I see everybody in the building to smash the like button. Big Copper, Lloyd, with a B. Salute to my chat gang. The chat gang is back. That's right, we back. I'm sorry I left y'all so long. And, you know, as I said before, I always say, we're going to try to keep the lives more consistent. We got to keep the lives more consistent, and I'm going to push to do that. All right, so now we all heard about this young man. Boxing Lounge, salute. I just got my trees. I'm about to light it up. Put the flames to the stick. It's about that time. I got 2 sticks on deck. He said, we ain't never left. That's right. Ben Porter here for the first time. Appreciate you, warrior. Appreciate you. All right, so we're going to talk about the rapper Trouble. Now, if anybody doesn't know the story, he was dealing with a woman that had a significant other. I don't know if it was a husband, a boyfriend, whatever the case may be. He knew. Now, when I heard the story, I was figuring he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, which he was. Still he was. But meaning he didn't know that this woman had a significant other. But then there's been a video that just dropped a couple of months before his demise. He was on the show and he was talking about dealing with a woman that had a husband. And they asked him, they said, you ain't, you know, what about his husband? Oh, he ain't going to do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? They know not to move on me. And right there is the problem that a lot of warriors make. See, when you make a statement like this, that's what, in fighting, we consider that an offensive statement. What do I mean by an offensive statement? See, when I talk about defense, when I teach people defense, do you know what I tell them defense is for? It's to respect your opponent. Defense is to respect your opponent. If you have no defense, pretty much you're saying you're just going to run through your opponent. You ain't worried about what he's doing, what he's throwing at you, what his weapons are, what his classifications to use these weapons are. You just going to go and mow through them like a lawnmower. They announce their intentions. Facts. You're going to go through them like a lawnmower. See, this is the problem. When you use defense, you respect your opponent. So, how does defense transfer into what could have been not his demise? Is to respect the fact that this woman had a husband. If you respect the fact that the woman got a husband, you ain't going to her crib. You ain't going to her house. That is a no-no. That is a no-no. You can go to a hotel, behind the building. You can find all different type of ways to protect yourself by going to another man's house or the house of a woman who has a man. You're saying you don't respect nothing he can do to you. Now, I say this because I came from this line of thinking. Even before the Gracies shocked the world, there were stand-up fighters saying, I ain't got to worry about the ground because I ain't finna go to the ground. I'm going to hit him with the boom bit, and we ain't never going to the ground because he going to feel these weapons, and I ain't never going to have to go to the ground. Well, guess what happened? The Gracies pulled them to the ground, and they was down there looking like babies because they didn't respect the ground game. See, this is defense. Defense helps you to respect your opponent. You're not just blocking and ducking and dipping for the sake of these moves. You're doing it because your opponent wants to get you out of there just like you want to get him out of there, even if he's the bad guy. See, people, we get caught up in this good guy bad. The bad guy want to go home too. He may want to go home with your belongings, but he still wants to go home. So he's going to fight like a demon too. He going to be on demon time. You on demon time, he on demon time. What's going to separate y'all? Defense. See, defense helps you respect your opponent, so you already have moves already pre-programmed and jammed into your muscle memory, just in case he decides to strike back at you. That he wants to throw a punch at you. He wants to throw a kick at you. He wants to choke the life out of you. How are you going to get out of these things? Do your work of defense. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu got defense. Boxing got defense. Kicking got defense. Now, the problem with offense is ego-driven. The machinery of offense can be ego-driven. It can also be driven by confidence. Because, ego's on that other side of confidence. It's the thin line right between ego and confidence. You can cross it real fast. Right before you even know it, you're in the land of ego. You used to be a confident person. So it can be crossed real fast. So you have to temper your offense with defense. Because if you're in the offense, look at boxing. Look at all of the offensive fighters that had no defense. Where do they end up? They end up running into a man that got defense and they get beat up. And I hate to bring it up. I'm going to have to go with Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. To me, that was one of the great examples of what happens when the greatest offensive fighter meets one of the greatest defensive fighters. Because Tyson Fury's offense is okay. It's good. But what makes him good is that irky-jerky movement. That irky-jerky. That's what makes Tyson. When I first seen Tyson, I was like, who's this big goofball on the screen with boxing gloves on? Then I started looking at his moves like, hold on. Mars Burley up in the building, Rich Gang. Then I'm like, hold on. This big goofball is hard to hit. He's using the power of defense, and he's a big, giant man. You get caught slipping if you fail to respect your opponent's ability. Once you feel your opponent's abilities are below yours, turn up your ability. That's right. You'll get caught slipping. See, defense is always going to keep you on the edge of being honest. See, press 1, because defense is going to keep you honest. Everybody in the chat, press 1 for me. Press 1. Defense is going to keep you honest. Straight like that. You know where the bulletproof vest is? Defense. SKSX, my fam up in the building, Dink the Professor. You know where the bulletproof vest is? That's defense, people. That's defense. Why you see the SWAT team, they got their chest is all the way out to here. They got those big guns, but look at their chest. Their chest is all the way out to here with that big bulletproof vest on. Because what if the bad guy get the bucking back? What if he get the bucking back? See, defense will keep you honest. That's why 52 blocks is the art it is. Lord J-Mo, $5 super chat from the family. Blessings in abundance. Appreciate you. The fam always come through for me. Lord J-Mo always respecting, always showing love on the Chizak. That's right. Defense is going to keep you honest, people. See, offense will lie to you. Offense will get in your ear and start talking to you like they can't do nothing with you, son. You knocking them all out. Look at the Rolly Rolando Gervonta Davis fight. We just seen it. Did you see how Tank fought Rolly? As much as they say his boxing ability sucks, you seen Tank fought him with a lot of respect, right? One of the few times we seen Tank fighting off the back leg, going backwards, using a whole lot of footwork. Usually, Tank can just take your shot, come in and bomb on you and make you miss. But how did he fight Rolly? He made Rolly run into something. That's what you do with a big puncher. You know why they gonna run into something? Because they coming in with all of their confidence at the end of their fist or at the end of their kick. They put all the confidence on that, so they don't see what you're doing. Look back at the moment before Rolly got sleep. Before he was sleep. He was coming in confidence, like there we go. He right there. Oh, sleep. He had a whole lot of confidence that Tank was right there, and he was throwing bombs. He had bad intention on every shot. That's a power puncher. Bad intentions on every shot. Every punch is made to get you out of there. And Tank came in cold as usual and still stopping. Fact. Avoid swearing in the chat, please. Rolly ain't get did worse than Santa Cruz though. Yeah, that's enough. Big copper. But see, Santa Cruz ain't known as the big puncher that Rolly was. You know, Santa Cruz got caught up too with too much defense. But Rolly is a puncher's puncher. You see, Tank wasn't caring about Santa Cruz punch. He stood right up in there and took about 2 good right hands before he slipped and caught him with that big shot. Bang! But no, Tank fought Rolly going backwards on the back foot. See, a lot of people don't give Tank the credit he deserves. You know, I know everybody trying to be Mayweather, everybody little Mayweather. Listen, as far as skill, power, and defense, Tank has all 3. If you look at the 4 horsemen, the new 4 horsemen, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and we'll throw Ryan Garcia in there. They all got skills. But Tank has the skills and the power. Mars, I see you iced up. Yes, sir. I had to blow some of the dust off of my diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Now, I told you back in my day, I hustled hard. You know what I'm saying? I was in them streets. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't gonna get the story from somebody else. Burley was in them streets, and I ain't ashamed of it. I ain't ashamed of it because it's part of your journey. Part of your journey. There would be no Malcolm X if there was no Detroit Red. See, before he was Malcolm, he was Detroit Red. He was doing all types of. He was in them streets. Then he flipped it. Same thing with your boy Burley. You know, I used to be Detroit Red. Then I flipped it. So we still got little things left over from the hustle. Tank is ready for everyone. It's his turn. It's definitely his turn. You know, Tank, you know. Now you gotta throw out Nuke in the 4 horsemen. I want to, but I want to. I knew he the monster is a beast. But the fact that they trying to put him for pound already, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that they trying to put him for pound over Terrence. You know what I'm saying? Over Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? But Nuke is a monster. Anui, though, I think his super fight is going to have to be with Cool Boy Steph. I used to think it was Shakur Stevenson. I still think Shakur Stevenson and Anui the Monster is a super fight. But I want to see Anui make it past Cool Boy Steph. When he make it past Cool Boy Steph, then we can start talking about some pound for pound. Because Cool Boy Steph is a threat to his style. You know, and he's only 4 pounds above Anui. And Anui's down there cleaning out his weight division. So eventually, he's going to have to go upstairs. But getting back to the subject, people, you can never think that it can't happen to you, because it can. See, to be the warrior that you need to be, you have to say it can happen to me. Murphy's Law, anything that can happen will happen. See, these people don't know about Murphy's Law. When you start thinking like, yeah, they ain't going to do nothing to me. They can't do nothing to me. The police can't do nothing to me. My ops can't do nothing to me. The moment you put yourself in that mind of thinking, you have turned a blind eye on Murphy's Law. Anything that can happen will happen. This is Murphy's Law. So your mind state should actually be, oh, it can happen to me. Oh, I can get caught slipping by my ops. Oh, I can end up going to jail if I do the wrong thing. Oh, I can end up dead by making the wrong thing. So by knowing that it can happen, you can move into the state of prevention. See, you can't get to the state of prevention if you thinking it can't happen. You'll never get to prevention. You'll never get to the ways of prevention if you thinking that it can't happen. See, to really prevent something from happening, you got to know that it can happen. Press 1. To prevent something from happening, you have to know that it can happen. Press 1. To prevent something from happening, you have to know that it can happen. See, I know I can get punched in the face. That's why I practice my blocks. See, I know somebody can catch me slipping. That's why I'm on it like that. Because I know it can happen. I ain't in no fight thinking that somebody can't hit me. Or I can't get punched in the face. I can't get my chin checked. I can't be sleep. All of that's possible. That's why I train my defense so hard. Because I know I can be sleep. I can be chin checked. We all can. We all can. If you living in the continuum of life, you are open. You are vulnerable. The package is out in the open. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But just move into the understanding that it can happen and then move into the level of prevention to where you can start stopping it from happening and building up the necessary fortress and people to prevent these things from happening. And even then, that doesn't mean you're absolutely out the forest. It just means you're ready. What's the best thing a warrior can be? Prepared. What's the best thing a warrior can be? Is prepared. And I'm going to make it as difficult as I can. So that's right. That's right. That's prevent. You make it as hard as listen. Somebody fight me, I ain't calling the victory. But what I will say is going to be a tough fight. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's coming out the other end with the winner or the loser t-shirt. But I do know one thing. It's going to be a grueling match from start to finish. I'm going to tell you what an old man told me. He said, Light, if you want to fight me, you better bring your lunch with you because we're going to be at it all day. That's real. That's real. See, the old man didn't predict the victory. He just said, bring your lunch because we're going to be at this all day. You're going to get hungry and we're going to still be fighting. We're going to still be scrapping. That's all a warrior can offer. But if you go in there thinking that it can't happen to you, that you are the supreme one where you can't be touched, you can't be caught in the drop, then you're going to get that work. You're going to get that work. Life comes to check on everybody that dares to venture into that zone. Life has a checking mechanism. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Facts. See, life has a checking mechanism for everybody thinking like that. It will come to check you. Remember when Roy Jones said, I can't lose. The next fight, Antonio Tarver knocked him out. He said, I can't lose. The next fight, sleep. And then the fight after that, sleep. Life really wanted to prove something to Roy. See, listen. Now you may have words to make yourself feel good. But always remember Murphy's Law. Anything that can happen will happen. So the only thing to deal with what's going to happen is be prepared. And that's the letter of defense. That's what defense does. Defense prepares you for war. It prepares you for war. It gets you ready for the fight. It gets you ready to take punishment and deal out punishment. That's the power of defense. That's the power of defense. And that is the reason why you can never let your mind get in the place of that it can't happen to you. Coach, I've been officially at it, at a gym and everything for about 8 to 23 hours now. I just started doing partner drills. How do I get ready for sparring? Slow sparring. Always start off with slow sparring. And that means going real slow, just touching each other. Just like anything else, you must start off slow. A lot of people try to jump into sparring going 100 miles per hour, get themselves hurt. Get all beat up for no reason. All chipped up. Injuries that's going to be with you for the rest of your life. When you get into the game of sparring, you get in slow. Nice and easy. touching each other. When you start feeling comfortable, you start ramping up the speed. Start taking it a little faster. And then before you know it, you're sparring at 100 miles per hour. Just like driving a car. If you ain't never drove a car, you don't jump in there and try to take the car to 100. You just don't do that. How do you feel about boxing reflex balls? With the things on your head that you punch? Yeah, if that's what you're talking, yeah, it's cool. I think that's one equipment that's took over, and whoever put money behind that is getting money. He done got rich off of it. Will it help your punching? Yeah. I think you can just get a double in bag and do way better than that. Get a double in bag and a heavy bag, and that will help your punching more than anything. As far as like punch sensitivity. My coach showed me how to duck a lead hook first thing. I think I'm in good hands. Old man boxing coaches are the real. Yeah, if he taught you defense first, that's a good coach. That is a good coach. If he showed you how to not get hit first, that's a decent coach. See, that's what a real coach is supposed to do for you. A real coach is supposed to make sure you understand, at least to some degree, how to get out the way. Once you understand that, now we can start looking at how do we neutralize our opponent in front of us. But the first thing we got to understand is how to keep ourselves safe. Because what did Mike Tyson say? Everybody has a plan till you get punched in your face. Why is that so real? Because your brain is sitting in fluid. Each shot you take, it slams off the side of your cranium and comes back into the middle, and you pretty much forget what you were doing. Every time your brain is around ping-ponging off the side of your cranium, you're forgetting what you're doing. You can't concentrate. That's why what Mike Tyson said is so deep. So simple, but it's so deep. Usually the simple stuff that is so deep like that. Everybody has a plan. I'm about to hit you with this big right hook. Then you catch me. Boom! And I totally forget what punch I was going to use until you get punched in the face. Tell me Mike Tyson ain't the philosopher's philosopher. Tell me if that ain't up there with be like water. Be like water. Be like water, and right next to that is everybody got a plan till they get punched in the face. Etched in stone, written in blood, those sayings are real. Because that, what Mike Tyson was talking about, was the power of defense. See, everybody has a plan till you get punched in your face. So how do you keep your plan? You don't get punched in the face. How do you not get punched in the face? Defense. Move out the way. Safety first. You want to make it to the post-fight interview. That's right. That's right. You want to make it to the post-fight interview. You don't want to be, when they get to the post-fight interview, there's an empty chair. They're like, what's his name couldn't make it. We had to rush him straight to the hospital. Everybody pray for him. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want to be at that post-fight interview, whether you win or lose, talking about what happened. Because it's dangerous, people. Fighting is very, very dangerous. Do not let no one fool you. Don't let them fool you. Oh, no. Fighting is dangerous. So the first laws of nature must be recognized. Self-preservation. The first law of nature. The first law of nature. Self-preservation. Is defense moderate? Did they say people like John L. Sullivan and all them? No, see, John, I'm glad you brought that up, Izzy. Defense came in with black fighters. See, John L. Sullivan and them, they was with taking them punches like that. No disrespect to my Caucasian brothers. Because like I said, as men, we all brought something in the fight. My Caucasian brothers came in with the offense. My black fighters came in with the defense. My Latin fighters came in with the machismo. So everybody brought something in the boxing. But defense came in with black fighters. And that's because black fighters prize taking less damage while dishing out the maximum amount of damage. So the only way to do that, you'll see a lot of black fighters are usually counter strikers. where they get you to go first and they go over you. That's a defensive mechanism. That's a skill that comes from being a defensive fighter, is counter-striking. You'll see a lot of black fighters are usually counter-strikers because of their defensive awareness. So this is why 52 blocks. You should be on the online course at lightburley.com. I got digital downloads. I got the hats. You should be supporting the art of defense. We are the only one that talks 100% defense. There's only one art that trains you 100%, 360 look at defense, and that's 52 block, taught by the Burley way. Now, there's other 52 block guys. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not speaking for them. I can only speak for me. That my system is 100% defense. Think the professor just dropped the link in the chat for the 52 books, digital access. Jack Johnson was awesome. Bingo. Bingo. They said when Jack was fighting, it was a style they never seen. Catching the punches on his elbows and forearms. They never seen that. Glass said, if I say why I think we're so defensive, the chat going to call me a racist, so never mind. There you go. There you go. See, Cloud, what you just did there is you took account of other people's feelings. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody's truth is their truth. But if you can be considerate of other people's feelings that are all sitting down as brothers, that's a dope thing. Now, if you're amongst enemies of people you don't like, you ain't got to be considerate of their feelings. You can go all in. But if you sitting around in the brotherhood, men of all different races and nationalities, we're considerate of each other's feelings. We don't just get up here dissing each other just because. So Mr. Glah Glah, Glay Boom, we appreciate you. Dink has also dropped the 2 online courses. Advanced.lightburley.com. Get your 52 block hit. $15 a month. It's almost like 25 cents, 50 cents a day. Less than a cup of coffee to stay on the chat, to get down with the course. The other one is $20 a day. That one you could be certified in. 500 lessons. See, we giving it up real here. Get your defense on, people. How you going to want to punch somebody in the face if you don't know how to stop from getting punched in the face? NYC identifies LB as an official. Lloyd N said, NYC identifies LB as an official practitioner of 52 block. Get the triangle. You get the triangle trade Lee Skull and Bone salute to them. You get one of those. That's right. To all my New York brothers, they know how Light Burley get in there. I represent the NYC family. Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Bronx. Yes, sir. Be like Richard Pryor. I'm going to tell on myself so you won't be able to. That's right. That's right, Dimitri. I'm telling on myself so they can't tell. See, you got to learn how to get in front of your ops. You got to learn how to get in front of your ops. Tell the story before they tell it. Because then they're going to tell it with their own spin. And if they catch the wind, even though you got the truth, nobody going to want to hear from you. Boss. That was just a rhyme, people. That was just a rhyme. That was just I'm do this naturally. And I have my music, 99 cents. If you into that 52 block music, lightburley.com, download it. I think I got like 30 songs up there, different producers. Support the support the team. We got the music. We got that 52 block music. That's right. Because 52 blocks can be considered the fighting art of hip hop. It can definitely be considered the hip hop's version of fighting. 52 block and hip hop has always been connected. So you can definitely consider 52 blocks the hip hop version of fighting. So to all my hip hoppers, to all my MCs, EMCEE, learn how to get your defense on. Because rap is a very, it's a contact sport now. Rap is a contact sport now. They'll run up and try to beat you up because you got a hot 16. So not only do you need a hot 16, them hands got to be clean. Bars. So come to your Uncle Light Burley. Get this real work. The online courses, the links are in the chat. lightburley.com. Yes, sir. You are not untouchable. Nope. Don't ever believe it. Is it some... Yo, and I'm glad you just brought that up, Lloyd. Buddha Blunt, the 3rd episode will be dropping soon. Maybe tomorrow. I'm thinking Thursday or Friday, I'm dropping that Buddha Blunt, the 3rd episode. So if you see the episode 1, I'm going to have to re-drop episode 1 and 2. I'll probably do that today just to roll out the carpet for episode 3, the Mexican cartel. That's right, Buddha Blunt is Bizak. The third episode, which has already been done. I just been holding it tight, waiting for the right moment. We're dropping that. The 3rd installment of Buddha Blunt is on its way, people. It's a good one. And we're going to have 4 on the way soon, too. When I get a chance to go back to New York, we're going to work on 4. That's right, press 1. Buddha Blunt is back. If everybody liked that Buddha Blunt series, press 1 if you like the Buddha Blunt. That's right, I'm breaking out my acting chops. And I'm going to be in a movie called Hood Dragon. Hood Dragon. My name is Science. I'm going to be the man that I can't, let me shut up. I can't give it out. I can't give it away. I'm just going to let you know that my name is Science. I'm in the movie. I'm going to be getting my Denzel on. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Let me do that again. King Kong ain't got shit on me. What y'all think? Is that, am I close to my Denzel? Press 1 if I'm close to my Denzel. Because I've been practicing. I've been in the mirror, people. I'm taking my lines serious. I ain't got a lot of lines, so I got to take my lines serious. Press 1 if I just put my Denzel on. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Yeah. That's right. I'm busting out my acting chops. So don't be surprised if you see me in the Netflix thing. Don't be surprised if you see me. I'm putting cases on all of you. I'm putting cases on all of you. That's right. I wanted to say the word, but I got, my monetization. I can't curse too much. But I've been working. I'm telling you, people, I've been working. I've been working on my, listen, I'm looking at Denzel. That's who my picture is. That's my picture-perfect actor right there, Denzel Washington. So I'm watching all of his movies. I'm getting the facial expressions. I'm getting the body language. I'm finna rock my lines. Straight like that. So look out for that movie, Hood Dragon. I think it'll be coming out next year sometime. I'm going to be keeping y'all updated on when the movie's coming out, so don't even worry about it. I'm going to let y'all know. Yo, LB, I heard the 52 Dance Squad is mad because they don't want 52 to lose in the movie. It's a good thing you're in it instead to take 52 even further. Fact, if them 52 dancers was in the movie, it'd be like the cabaret. It'd be the hood cabaret. They'd be in there just... Nobody wanted to see the hood cabaret. They want to see 52 in action. So they got the real one. They got the real one because they know I'm going to give them fight scenes, not no cabaret. There ain't going to be no dance-off. This ain't going to be a dance-off. So they got the right one. Straight facts, Mars. It's a process, my brother, all the time. Trust in the process. Trust in the process. Accept the process. It's all, winning is a process, not a moment. Always remember that. Winning is a process, never a moment. Glay said, I can see you in the movie similar to Never Be. Facts, I can see that. Thank you, Warrior. Thank you, Warrior. That's definitely a good look. I can see that. Everybody has said I already look like Redman. Press 1 in the chat if you think I look like Redman. I keep getting this I look like Redman thing. It's getting so big now that I'm going to have to meet Redman. I got to meet Red. Because everywhere I go, it's like, yo, you look just like Redman, son. I thought that was Redman teaching fighting. One of my videos blew up because they thought I was Redman teaching people how to fight. Incredible. Prophet, what's good, my brother? He said, dang, I can't unsee it now. Right? They said, yo, I'm telling you, one of my videos blew up. It went from like 20,000 hits to 400,000 because everybody thought I was Red Man. Incredible, people. I think I'm the doppelganger. I don't know if Red is the doppelganger or if I'm the doppelganger. I don't know who's who, but I'm going to have to meet Red just because of it. Red going to have to give me a sit down. If anybody in the chat know Red Man or is following him, send a message to him. Tell him to reach out to Light Burley. They say we twins. So, hey, have me in the video. You know what I'm saying? I could be the Red Man twin. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to rap. I heard a lot of Wu-Tang Clan members know, for sure they know 52 Blocks. Even if they don't know it, they've heard of it or they've seen people that's done it. Red Man is another funny. Yeah, that right? What's going on? I rap, sense of humor, we look alike. Uh-oh. Watch the last season of Power. He played Red Brother in jail. You know, and you know who got him that part. Method Man. You gotta love the connection between Method Man and Red Man. They hold each other down, man. Method Man and Red Man hold each other down. It seemed like soon as Method Man got a part in Power, Red Man wasn't too far behind. That's not a coinky-dink. That ain't a coincidence. That's another brother pulling another brother in. Something that we got to get used to doing as foundational Black Americans is pulling another brothers in. It don't mean you can't pull in another brother of a different nationality or creed, but get used to also pulling your brothers up. And I like that between Red and Meth. I love their energy. I really love their energy. So I know if I meet Red Man, I got to meet the Metric Man, M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. I was living off of that song. When Method dropped that, hey, you, get off my cloud. You don't know me and you don't know my style. What? He killed it. He had the whole hood buzzing. He had the one fake eye. He had everybody about to go out and get one fake eye. You know what I'm saying? Metro Man had everybody about to go out and get one fake eye. To cow. That's right. Each one teach one. Remember that, like, all the time. All the time. That's what I'm here for. The each one teach one. I was taught 52. I think I have a mind of fighting. Some people have a mind for other things. I have a mind of combat with these. Not just like with guns or knives or anything. But with bare knuckle hands, I have a mind of combat. So I'm here to teach it to anybody that's willing to learn. Take your gift and share it with the people. That's what life is all about. We all got gifts. We all have a gift. You may not have found your gift yet, but it's there. Myron Allen, salute. We all got a gift and we got to share. That's where the each one teach one comes from. That's where the village mentality. It takes a village to raise a child. That's where that comes from. Everybody throw something good into that child that they represent to make that child a strong man. They got to have you teach Tariq how to fight in power. He got no hands. Facts. They need me in power. Someone tell 50 about my 52 blocks. 50 needs me. I'm surprised 50 ain't seen me yet. And he's a Cancer. Me and 50 got the same type of business mind. He's a Cancer. Somebody reach out to 50, let 50 know about these hand skills I got so Tariq can learn how to handle himself in power better. That's right. They're going to need 52 in one of these power shows. I'm telling you. I mean like a real 52 block fight scene. Not something that you can't really tell is 52 block. I mean, the minute you see it, you're like, oh yeah, Light did that. That's one of Light's babies. Yep. So somebody reach out to 50. Chief Wildfire, Cancer, gang. What's your birthday, Chief Wildfire? I'm July 20th. I think 50 is either the 18th or the 19th. Somewhere in that area. He's close. I'm the 20th. July, what's your birthday? What's your birthday, fam? Cancer, gang. In the building. The Moon Babies. July 5th. Woo, right after July 4th, you rocking, Chief Wildfire. That means you celebrate the 4th. Then your birthday. Oh, you living real big on the cancers. You living real big on the cancers. Lloyd, another one of us cancers. That's right. That's right. You living real. Yeah, Chief Wildfire got the cheat sheet. He got the 4th of July and his birthday. July 16th for me. I knew you were, you got a cancer feel, Lloyd. The way you talk is like a cancer. The way I read your comments. You got to send a cancer. I smell the cancer. I smell the cancer in you, brother. Good questions. Moon babies. No, water sign. The water sign. The ebb and flow of the water. Cancers can be very emotional people. That's why if you look at 50, he got better. He used to be real petty because cancers got emotions. We got emotions, and you got to learn how to control them. We're emotional people. We can wear our emotions on our sleeves, so you got to learn how to control that. I did it with fighting. I used the art of combat to help me get my emotions correct. In 2 years, I'm gonna be a half a century. I'm edging close to 50 here, people. I'm edging close to 50. 2 more years, I'm gonna be a half a century old. Whoa! Half a century? 5 decades? A lot of information gathered here, and that's why I'm here to share it with y'all. Everybody in the chat, gang. Everybody who gets on these lives. When I get on these lives, I need to talk about something. And the one thing that was weighing heavy on my mind in this live is how as men, we underestimate our ops and life. People can underestimate life. Don't underestimate life. She'll get to slapping you around. Yo, LB, I got to send a vid of this kid in jail getting beat up. They got to learn. There's no guns in there. Yeah, on TikTok, I've been posting some videos on TikTok that have taken off. Check out my TikTok. My TikTok is blowing up. One of the videos that's going viral, a lot of the youngest jump on there and say, yo, OG, we don't need 52 blocks. We got Glocks, bars. That's what he said. He said, we don't need 52 blocks. We got 52 Glocks, bars. That's cool. The problem with that frame of thinking is, when the lawman come and get you and throw you in the jail with the booty bandits, you're going to need 52 blocks then. When them booty bandits is leaning on you, you're going to wish you knew 52 blocks then. See, you can never escape being a man. You can't detach. You can't detach your penis from you. You can't take off your penis. You can never escape from being a man. So yeah, in the world you may be booming everything, but when the lawman come get you and throw you in that box with the booty bandits, you're going to have to fight then. And then you're going to be fighting for your commissary and your booty. Commissary and your booty. That's what you're going to be fighting for. And if you don't know how to fight, you're going to be losing both of them. Your commissary and your booty. You're going to come home a changed man. You're going to wish you knew 52 blocks then. You're going to wish you had jumped on my online course then, when they got you locked up in the cell with the booty bandits. You seen that one booty bandit, he's on YouTube. He scared me. Y'all know that infamous booty bandit. What's his name? The booty bandit that's on YouTube. He's well known. He was in the lockup videos. What's this guy's name? I don't know. But he scared me. And I'm not, it ain't easy to scare me. I was scared. I was thinking like if I had to be in jail with him, we going all out. We going all out. I'm gonna have to kill him. I'm gonna catch another charge, people. He said, I likes you and I want you. Right, Glad? You know, Fleece Williams. He said, I likes you and I want you. What you gonna do when a man tell you, when you hear that words from another man? Question. You said learning how to fight helps you control your emotions. So why does boxers Floyd and Charlo and others go down for domestic violence? Isn't that inability to control your emotion? Lord J-Mo, a good question. Good question. Let's look into that. How can a fighter as skilled as Mayweather still be emotional? Well, the training of it, the fighting, like when you look at Mayweather altogether. You know, there are parts of his life that because of fighting, he has a very good emotional control on. But boxing is just one art. Boxing is just one art. See, this is why the world of arts can help you. When my teacher taught me boxing, he taught me Tai Chi. You know why he said that? He said because boxing is a fire art. Tai Chi is a water art. So it neutralizes that you got in you that can come from boxing. And his environment, that's true too. So this is why you want to train other arts. I guarantee if Mayweather was training in Tai Chi, he would be more disciplined. See, it's not just one fighting art that's going to help you get all of your emotions in control. You need many. This is what Bruce was talking about. Bruce said you can't just be caught up in the one. You need the many. You need the wrestling. You need the kicking. You need the qigong. You need the breathing. You need the kung fu. Kung fu can be very good at this. Kung fu may not have the boom, bang, bit that other arts have, but it has the emotional feeding, the spiritual feeding that you may not get from other arts. So no, one art is not going to do it. Especially an art as fiery as boxing. Now, if you seen Mayweather in the streets and you called him a F-boy, I bet you couldn't get him to fight you. His emotions ain't there. You know, unlike a Mike Tyson. Unlike a Mike Tyson, who had a lot of things going on. So boxing helped cure some things, but not all of it. And look where his emotions got him. It would change his style into something else we will all love to see. Facts. Facts. So yes, the warrior's path is the quickest way to enlightenment. But it's not just, you can't just think in one lane. You got to open your mind up to other arts that can help cure other parts of your emotional trauma. Because we all got emotional trauma. Your mother. Something happened in your life growing up that gave us all emotional traumas and triggers. And the way of the warrior can help you solve some of them triggers. Because the warrior's path is going to make you confront that. Lloyd said, ask Mitch Green's eye. See, I know you were Cancer. The humor. Yeah, exactly. Ask Mitch Green's eye. Yeah, Tyson hit Mitch Green so hard, his eye was a whole different entity into itself. That's right. His eye was a whole new entity on his body. That's how big his eye was. It was like another head. It probably had its own brain. That's how big that eye was. It had its own brain. It became its own thing. So, these are the things that we have to work on as warriors. Emotions are definitely the crux of a warrior. If you can't master your emotions as a warrior, you're not on the, you will stray off the warrior's path if you can't master your emotions. That's one of the greatest gifts that you get from the warrior's path. Not every man needs the sword. Some men need just words. Some men just need a hug. Some men just need a hug. His father ain't never hugged him. Not every man needs a bullet. If you go around giving every man that violates you a bullet, you'll be under the jail. So this is what the emotions mean to a warrior. You got to know who deserves a swift death, who deserves to be let off the hook, who deserves the lesson, who deserves to be maimed. Maybe you just need to break his arm. You got to kill him. Send him home in an arm sling. He get the lesson. That man ain't deserve to die. Some enemies need a swift death. Because if you leave them alive, you won't be alive. That's how dangerous they are. But it's through your emotional compass. Your emotional compass is going to tell you who needs what. And that's why you have to get that emotional thing under control. So remember Murphy's Law. Anything that can happen will happen. Everyone I personally know that's crossed the line wish they could have taken it back. Bars. That's right. That's right. That's how powerful emotions are. Emotions are throw away what it took you 30 years to build in 3 seconds. Emotionally, you'll throw away what took 30 years to build in 30 seconds or less. Emotions don't need the truth. Emotions don't need facts. But they need to be in control. They need to be in control. To work properly. Because the emotions aren't a bad thing here, people. Let's not get out here like being emotional or having emotions is a bad thing. It's one of the greatest gifts we have as gods walking this planet. It's the power to love. The power to be empathetic to someone else's plight. To be sympathetic. It's one of our greatest powers. And with it being your greatest power, you have to learn how to control it. I thank everyone for being here with me, and we will return. Coffee and Mary Jane is back, baby. Hands up, chin down, rumble. Young man rumble.